Good evening guys. In today's video we are going to learn how to get our T-spine to extend. In the last video I discussed about T-spine rotation. In this video we are going to learn about how to get into a T-spine stretch. So most people who work on their desk, be it like chopping vegetables, working on an assembly line or in a sorting center, whatever, maybe computer software developers as well, they get into this kind of a posture because of their work. So when they try to reach up with their hands, they find that their ability to take their hands overhead is severely limited. So there could be some issue with their shoulder, but more likely than not, it's just that their T-spine is severely limiting their ability to get their hands overhead. So what we need to do in that scenario, and to generally relieve pain and tension from your shoulders, is to pull them out of this posture into this posture, and to know that it is very important for us to be able to extend at the T-spine, for not just for our shoulder health but for our low back health as well. Because if we are very much rounded over here, our body compensates at the lower back by exaggerately tilting backwards, so we get that sway back posture and you get low back pain, that pinching kind of a pain where it feels that two bones are scraping against one another. So that is no fun either. So therefore we need to learn how to do T-spine stretch. In this video I am going to show you two different kinds of T-spine stretch. So choose whichever feels the best for you, in the sense that you don't get any neck tension or unbearable neck pain or headache while doing this kind of an exercise. A little bit of tension and pain or tightness in the head, especially at the back of the head, is okay, because of course you are like totally changing the position of your spine, so there is going to be some associated change in the muscle length and hence the pain. But if it is too severe, you might want to do the other variation. So my favorite exercise for creating T-spine extension is with a foam roller, or you can roll your towel. So a foam roller is too high, to be very honest. So like for most people who have severely rounded back, they don't need a foam roller per se. Just a tightly rolled towel will do. Maybe a towel which is this much in diameter, about a fist high in diameter, that will give them sufficient T-spine extension without creating any pressure in the neck, shoulder or their low back. So let's see how to do this with the foam roller. So to do this with the foam roller, place the foam roller right under your shoulder blade or slightly overlapping with your shoulder blade. Keep your hips in slight posterior pelvic tilt, so your core is nice and engaged and your lower back is nice and flat. From here, keep your hip in posterior pelvic tilt. Simply allow your hands to go back. Breathe in, go back. Keep your chin tucked in. Do not stick your neck out. That will be very hard on your neck. So keep your chin tucked in and prevent any motion from the lower back. Allow the weight of the hands to drive you deeper and deeper into the extension. Once you reach your limit, hold that for about as long as you can, because in the starting this can feel a little overwhelming. So hold this stretch for as long as you can while maintaining a gentle breathing rhythm. And then once the stretch is done, you can no longer bear the tension in the neck, or you no longer feel this extension working, so you want to come out of the stretch. So this is one way of doing this, and if this is easy for you and you still feel some tightness, you might want to have some weight in your hand, such as a water bottle or some books in your hand, a heavy book in your hand that can drive you down further into an extension. Just imagine holding a book in your hand, a heavy book, and that should give you the required extension. If you have neck pain, if you have neck related weakness, or if you have a neck that cranes every now and then and very often, if you get this kind of a neck posture, you might want to see this video over here, in which I have given a very simple exercise to strengthen your neck. Alright, so another way to do the T-spine stretch is on a chair or a bench. So you might want to get chair of sufficient height, and all you need to do is simply keep your elbows on the edge of the chair and allow your chest to drop down. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your hands separate, do not clasp them. Keep your hands separate. That will really give you a good stretch in your lats as well as your T-spine. Again, make sure you are not extending from your low back, and this posture kind of makes it hard to extend from the low back, so most of the stretch is going through your T-spine. Pull your scapula down. Do not let your scapula hike up to your shoulders. Hold this position for as long as you can, or as long as your program specifies it, and then gently come out of your stretch. Once again, to repeat the stretch, all you need to do is keep your hand on the edge of the chair and drop down and slightly back. Allow your chest to fall downwards towards the floor. Keep your wrist separate. Do not hold your wrist like that. It might be easy, but if this holding your hands apart is really hard, you can keep your hands slightly closer, but try to keep your hands apart. This is how you are going to get a good stretch. And come out of it. I feel nice and limber. So if you have any doubts and concerns, please let me know in the comments. I will try to answer them in the comments if it is like very specific to you, or if it is a general doubt, I will make a separate video addressing that doubt. Alright guys, like the video, share this with your friend who may have a rounded back and whom you may have heard complaining about tight shoulders, so this might come in handy for them. So show them some love, show this channel some love, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.